welcome to the first SpecDubPod! And I love the enthusiasm from the other two.
Help, I'm being held here against my will. I don't know what I'm doing. Please, I've been trapped on this couch. Don't know what the fuck is happening. Somebody put Gorilla Glue in the couch cushions. Help!
Yeah, I pointed out when I was setting this up, even though I've missed a black line on Kira, but never mind. Like, Kira's the only one who's got legs and is sat down properly. We're just like screens been put on the fucking chair.
Yeah, pretty much. Hello, Fortune Spire.
Hey, first time chat. Hello.
Welcome.
Got loads of you here. It's amazing.
Welcome to the shit show. Woo.
The serious conversation with completely serious
That's a great way to greet a new person, Cyber. That's a great way.
Yes. Serious conversation with serious people.
But very serious. Completely serious.
Very serious. Very serious.
Mm-hmm. So with me today, I've got Sadman360, otherwise known as Ben.
Hello.
And I've got the shortest person in the world, Kira.
Hi, it's your resident cheesecake kidnapper midget. Hi.
At least you added the midget to it. I can't argue. This is beautiful.
No.
Trying
Ben's
to say
gone.
that fast was a pain in the arse, by the way.
How much have you
Done well
practiced this? How much have you rehearsed it?
Just stood in front of the mirror being like, right, okay, just going over.
Yeah, I can do it. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Kendall saying in chat, I've never met a group of more serious people in my life ever.
So
and I
serious.
was in the military.
Serious. We are serious.
Very serious. So very serious conversation, this. Indeed.
Yeah, man.
But
Hell yeah.
along with us three is also all you guys in the chat. As we talk about things, we want you to join into the conversations. Get us talking about things and thinking about things, because we will be saying some
And
weird things.
amongst it.
Bully
Indeed.
us. I mean, what?
But the first thing
What?
we want to do, you guys have, hopefully, some of you, apart from our first time chat, hello, this is lovely, have seen us doing stupid shit on here for quite a while now. And I feel like it's time that we got to know each other better. Or at least you guys know us a bit better. So what I've decided to do was go onto Match.com and figure out all the crappy questions they have on there. And then put it publicly for us to answer.
Yay!
My Fortune Spire saying my best friend's nickname is Cheesecake. Kira, stand down. Right?
I've already got a stay snow over the idea of the questions.
And I love Calico's response of SpecDub doing stupid shit. Never.
Never.
So to fill you in, I have 380 questions I've managed to steal from it.
Fucking what?
And I've used a random number generator to pick up just a few for today.
Oh, thank fuck. I thought,
No, we're not going to see it. We'll get through all 380.
I thought that was
Jesus
just going to
Christ.
be the show. Just like we're going to spend the next 2 or 3 hours going one by one
Imagine.
through every single one of these fuckers.
Yes, number one, number two. So we'll move
Oh
on to
my
the first
God.
question to give us something decent to talk about other than just how small Kira is.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't deny the allegations
Well,
at
we
this
ca-
point, can I?
I mean, you can because you are the only one amongst us currently with legs.
Yep, that's a fair point.
So you're the only one that...
Oh my god, what show is it where it's just that, you know, that head in like a jar with like electric stuff around it? What show is it? And he has a tiny ass body. I don't remember what it
Just
is.
sounds like your nightmare.
What? MODOK?
I think, yeah. Like I
That
just imagine
sounds
that
like
as you guys know.
sounds like MODOK, who's a character in Marvel.
Yeah, it might be. I don't
It could also be
You guys
Spire
just
also
the,
said it could be Power Rangers. It could also weirdly be Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh gosh! Now you're going back. Jesus, back with the old 3D
Specifically the-
glasses.
Did you guys
Yeah,
ever
the
watch
character that-
Game Master? Did you guys ever watch Games Master?
Yes.
Like the show?
Yes, I think I remember that
You
now.
know
We're
the head
nerds.
from that?
We're nerds who live in the UK. Of course we fucking watched Games Master. It was legally required. If you ever shopped
I've seen it
Listen,
because
I am
my
not a
dad
nerd.
used to watch it all the time,
Yeah.
so I used to watch
I
it.
know.
Sorry.
Every single receipt you ever got for Game Station had the time of Game Master on there. That said,
that's awesome.
you must be present for this broadcast.
That's awesome, hell yeah.
I mean,
No, that's not the truth. That's just me fully taking the piss.
Kaylee
Hey.
But yeah,
says
yeah,
for some
you,
reason
you guys are just that now. That's all you are.
Kaylee says for some reason all they can think of is that massive thumb things from the first Spy Kids movie.
Oh yeah, no, the thumbs. They return in all of them. I think there's like they have a cameo in every single Spy Kids movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, the
They're so
first
easy to
question.
animate. They can just because they're easy to animate. It's just thumbs. You just.
I suppose, yeah. But they weren't. They're like
thumb-
half of them were just in costumes, weren't they?
Yeah.
I thought that was.
But they were then. But if they had like most of them were in costumes, but then whenever there was like massive grip scenes, there would be CG, or if they were like running around, they would also be CG.
Back in the good old days of CG, in my opinion. It was
Have you
better
watched
when it was
Spy Kids
more
recently?
shit. It was better when it was shit.
Okay, all right. I can
Rather
give
than
you that. It was
every-
better when it was shite.
Yeah, rather than every Marvel movie now, which is just filmed in front of a green screen.
Now, see, that, yeah, I do miss, like, I didn't realise how much I missed watching films with, like, proper sets being built until I watched, first, the most recent Dune movies, because they built sets for those and it looks fucking incredible, and Nosferatu, and also just watching through them all Blu-rays and seeing shit like Abominable Dr. Phibes, where you have these, like, awesome, like, office scenes and mansion scenes and shit, and it's all, like, real places, because it was the 70s.
70s was fun.
I mean...
Anyway, the first question, because we were talking about that, is the only space left to park is a handicapped spot. You are in a hurry and won't take long. Do you park there?
Nope.
No, because I cannot drive.
If I could drive,
In the world that you could.
I don't park anywhere.
I have an uncle who has a disabled pass, and I've gone out with him and his girlfriend before. And the amount of times it's a pain in the ass to find a disabled bay, it's not fun.
No, this is it. Like, I'm the only one that's seen these questions, and I was sitting there thinking, my dad's got a blue badge.
Yeah, no, purely because I have family, I wouldn't.
Here's the question though. Was your thought, my dad's got a blue badge, I probably shouldn't do that, or my dad's got a blue badge, I could have it off him, and just park there anyway?
It's genuinely been a thought of mine.
That's evil.
And then I think Becca's got an even more interesting question. If you could drive cyber, would you?
What?
Wait a fucking minute.
Right, this next question's fun.
I mean, I do, technically.
I suppose. This next question's fun. I like the look of this one. And it is... Imagine that you live in a place where public nudity is not only legal, but also socially acceptable. Assuming that the climate is favourable, how often would you be totally naked in public?
Never.
I mean, I feel like, I'll be honest, I would just...
I would have to a couple of times, yeah.
I would just go down to peer pressure at that point. If everyone else is weird, I'm the weird one for cutting about with a shirt on. So at that point, social anxiety takes over, and I'm just like,
I'm not doing it at all.
But I feel like...
Put it this way. If someone paid me as a dare enough to do it, maybe.
How much are we
Right?
talking?
If there's money involved,
what's your number?
maybe. 69 million. I don't know what to tell you.
Nice.
69. I'll give you 69 pounds. We'll leave it at that.
This is a Match.com. All these questions I got from Match.com.
Yeah.
These are fucking wild.
They're crazy.
What the fuck?
I love them to pieces. My only other
so-
thought is, if you've ever been to a nude beach or anywhere where people have been nude, it's always the uggos.
Oh god.
You're just going to see a lot of ugly, naked people walking around the place.
Great! I'll be accepted! I can join my people!
Oh lord. No, honestly, though, I've been to not on purpose, but we've been to beaches where people have been nude, right? And when I've accidentally looked because I've looked in the direction and I've looked back and gone, I might need bleach now. Can I have some bleach, please?
Or just
That'd be
warmed
great.
your eyes.
Yeah, just like please. I don't need to see this shit.
I'm also thinking, are you...
It's always wrinkly old white men.
I'm also thinking...
One day I will be one. So, like, I might as well just accept that that's going to happen and be like, right, fuck it. Fair play, troops. I'm probably going to be there in, like, X amount of years.
My thought process as well with Kira, I feel like you might be so prudish, not only would you not go out naked, but you'd also be that person who has to cover their eyes when they're walking around the place.
Funny enough, I'd keep my eyes on the floor. You're right. You're absolutely right.
question though, would that then be grounds for Kira to get a guide dog?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, wait. No, you're right, what?
Because she can't look at any, because if everyone else is there, she wouldn't be looking, so like, would she then need
Just put like something over my eyes and get a guide dog to guide me, yeah.
I mean, Rivers just said, whenever I've been to a beach, there's always an 86-year-old woman without a top on. Specifically 86.
Yeah. Also, Kendall in chat just said, if you live that long, Cyber. I don't know if that's a joke or a threat. Danny.
The amount of times you said
No,
you'll
I'm just
die.
saying, if you have a job that needs to be done,
Oh, yeah, no,
realistically, I'm the
well-
closest to Cyber, because I'm in England, he's in Scotland. Realistically, if you need anything done,
Depends where in England you are, because I'm very North Wales. I'm just saying, like, it's not impossible.
Me and Cyber sharing a brain cell, fucking yes! Give it back.
Cyber.
What?
Count your days.
But I failed maths.
Good answer.
Can I spell them instead? Can I just... I don't know write in English.
Just write an essay instead.
Kira, remind us how much it would cost to make you commit that act naked.
69 million.
And then how much for you, Cyber, to be naked while you commit that act?
He's thinking about it.
Also, would that be the perfect... Would that also be like the perfect defense for you? Like, say you actually like you lost your shit, you went to go and kill Cyber. If you're that prudish over nudities, you just like strip naked and like you can run away.
And no one would know it was you because no one would expect that. No one would suspect you to do that. So it becomes its own alibi.
Or the method. I feel like this could get me on an FBI watch list. Or the method of murder could be a flower that's poisonous, brewed into a tea, and then given to him. Just saying.
Chad's just plotting my death back and forth. I don't like this.
That is exactly what I planned for this question, yeah.
My own girlfriend just said, I bet I'm closer. Like, what the fuck?
Well, at least...
Oh no. I'm in danger.
Waiting for her to just walk in through the door with a knife or something.
Just stand at the door.
I'm giving her ideas now. Like, it's perfectly fine if you want to ruin the stream by doing that.
I would not put it past her, truth be told, to just walk in with it.
Please do it.
Like a comically large spoon, just going,
yes!
Here we go! Oh no, wait, she's in the living room right now. She's in the same room as my lightsabers. This is a bad idea.
Oh, you have to walk in and then just that second, just let it light up.
Or just walk in, slam the light off, and then you just see red.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, it's alright, I'm safe. She's playing Red Dead 2. I'm safe.
That's how she's plotting.
She's distracted.
Yeah.
I'm safe. She's playing Red Dead 2. I'm alright.
So the next question.
No, wait. Oh, wait, no. I heard a thing.
No, we've got movement. Oh, no!
Turn the light out. There we go.
Well done,
Oh,
Becca.
God,
Well done. So proud of her right now.
Did it say power off? Right. Fuck it, it's fine. It doesn't use much power on standby.
This is the most interesting part of the stream, by the way.
You just hold it down until the
You don't need
little
anything else,
red
just
light
see them
comes
have
off.
their argument, it's great.
Just keep. Hold on. You've not done the Sailor Moon thing now.
Why is this the most interesting thing I've ever seen?
I know.
That's Sailor Moon, look!
That's fucking awesome, actually.
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
I need to turn that off though, because it plays the music and it's fucked up. So...
Copyright.
Right. Note for next stream,
CMCA.
I need a full screen of everybody as well.
There we go.
Chaos is gold, Everstone. I mean, that's what we're here for. It's for
Yeah,
pure
man.
chaos.
That's basically what SpecDubs is at this point, let's be honest.
No, it's serious conversations. This is a very serious
Yeah,
podcast.
This is a very this is a very serious show with serious people. So how much would it take
So
for you to strip
serious.
naked? Right, so that's.
It needs to be debated. It's something that needs to be debated in society, guys. Come on.
Exactly. The House of Commons aren't talking about it, so we need to fucking pick up the pace.
Exactly.
I'll do it for 100. I'll be fine. I'm low.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like, yeah, 69 million.
I put it to you, my lad, that the head speaker is fucking sexy. So,
oh my god.
So anyway, the third question, and the last one for the segment, is this.
oh, fuck.
Is it possible for someone to be too nice? Yes.
I don't know. For me, I feel like it depends.
No, it doesn't depend.
Because I can be
can
paranoid. So if someone is like too nice to me, I am immediately like, what do they want? What's gonna happen? What's gonna go wrong? That kind of thing.
I'm sort of talking about the people that are always like, oh, it's okay, lovely, everything's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah.
But also, there's two ways this can go. There's two ways you can be too nice, right? The first one is that one, right? Where I don't know where I am in stream. I'm just using the Discord.
You're in the middle. You're in the middle.
I just pointed at Kira as if that one, as if she is in fact too nice. So, the first one is the one that you just mentioned, Stace. That that like saccharine, like just completely falls to it. The other one is nice to the point of disregarding everything and anything that you may have done prior and just dropping everything to help whatever the most recent thing is.
Yeah.
So say for instance, I've made plans to be in this podcast, right?
Yeah.
Too nice would me then and be like, oh, this random stranger, my like next door neighbour's moving house, so I'm helping them out, and it'll be the first time I've ever fucking talked to them in my life.
Oh,
That is a person of too nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my boyfriend. He is genuinely like the nicest person. That's the thing. Like he will go out his way to help anybody.
Aye.
But it
can also lead to a point
it did
of like
backfire because my parents had come round, and we come into the house. My fucking next door neighbour's out. He's a bit of an odd person, and he like.
And you're not.
But we're sorting out the house. Like we're trying to get the tools. You know, like you just need a toolbox. You just need one. And like he's like, oh, I've got some more tools. If you want
over
some.
there.
So he goes into this guy's house, and I'm like, this guy's sketchy at best anyway. Like, Jesus Christ. And then I go off to speak to my parents, and it's been like an hour. And he's not come in to actually see my parents and to be with them, which was kind of the point. He's gone to the neighbour, so I had to go over to that neighbour's house. By the way, no wallpaper, no carpet. It is, like, there's trash absolutely everywhere for the eyes can see.
What in the site?
Apparently he went up to the top floor, and you can't get onto the top floor because there's that much rubbish. He's a hoarder. And I'm just
Jesus.
oh, my parents are going now, you're going to have to come over. And he was like, thank you for the save. And I'm like, it's okay, let's just go.
You shouldn't have saved in the first place, for fuck's sake.
Okay, but like, also there's like a third option where people like, you know, when someone points out that they're nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, when it's like trying to get brownie points, that pure fucking like.
Yeah,
I'm like the nicest person.
You don't need to say it, like, Jesus Christ.
I'm the humblest person I know, really.
See, I had this really nice person I used to work with. But I mean, like, the first type of nice that, oh, okay, lovely, And then I remember I went into the break room and she's there talking about her son. And she's like, oh, my son, he's lovely. But he is gay. And I'm like, oh, there's the other side. There it is.
There we are.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
At that point, it's like, I'm not talking to that person anymore.
Oh, yeah, no, like, I cut ties at that moment.
Yeah.
Just flashed my tattoo a bit and was just like,
Yeah, that's like an instant, like, just door comes down, just kink. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know those steel doors in, like, facilities? When, like, lockdown happens? It's just that door.
Fucking blast doors, like.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like 12-inch thick steel, just fucking dunk.
And like multiple layers of doors. There's like one door after another too.
That's how it felt to me. And that is what I needed to put up at that moment.
Fully, no. Also love that. I feel like this went underappreciated. The flash of the tattoo of just like.
Oh, I did like because I was like short sleeves anyway, and I was just there going, oh, my arm's itchy. Oh.
Oh, that's in a bad year, isn't it? Do you know, get like any aloe vera or something like that? I think
yes, it's something like that.
something, you know.
I do that quite often,
Someone
though.
comes like, oh, what do you need it for? Shows them the tattoo. It's like, I need it for this.
I do it quite often. If I ever hear anything that's sort of bad-mouthing gay people at all, I just tend to have an itchy arm all of a sudden trying to draw attention to it. It's great. I love
It's the strangest compulsion that whenever you hear someone be shitty to the gays, your arm itches.
Yeah, it's great. It's terrible.
like-
Yeah.
It's Spidey sense almost, isn't it? It's like, wait a minute, someone
Oh, God.
somewhere,
Oh.
someone doesn't like the gays.
So we have got some big main talking topics. That is just something to get us into the mood of talking.
Yes.
And the best way to show you guys a little bit of it first is via the medium of video.
Aren't we already in that medium?
Okay, but a different kind of video, okay?
Wait a minute.
So here is a clip for our first talking topic.
It's all one. We can just.
So that didn't work.
Yep.
That didn't work at
Whee!
all. I love that movie.
Professionalism.
So-
that didn't work. That did not work. Much like the honey.
Much like the honey.
add-on.
So it's about
Also
the.
didn't fucking work.
So we were talking about the Honey influencer scam. For those people who don't know, Honey is that little browser extension you get that whenever you go and shop for something, it pops up and goes, I might be able to save you money. And you go, yeah, you can save me money. That sounds good. Yeah, that's good, that. And literally every YouTuber imaginable has advertised the fuck out of this thing. However, the scam comes in because when you go onto your favourite YouTuber's channel, let's say it's Linus Tech Tips, because I like Linus Tech Tips. I think it's great.
Yeah.
And
great, yeah.
he turns around, you're looking for a new graphics card, and you watch his videos, try and find one that's good for you. And then he turns around and says, oh, there's this new RTX 4070, I recommend this, and in fact, if you go into the description, there's an affiliate link there, click on that, it gives you 10% off. So you go, yeah, alright then. You go over to that one, just before you're about to press checkout, Honey pops up and you go, oh, I might be able to save more money. And you click the button, Honey doesn't find anything. But during those seconds that it's been looking, it has gotten rid of the affiliate link that the YouTuber has put there and put its own affiliate link and taken the money.
Not only had it did that for stuff, there were also instances where it was giving a bigger offer. So whereas the affiliate link may have given 10%, Honey would be like, we found a coupon that's 15%.
Yeah.
And we kind of dangle that in front of you as well. They get caught doing that shit and said, right, we'll stop.
That
and
was
then
back
started
in
with and then started
2011
with
or something,
that.
wasn't it?
Yeah. And then started doing what they're doing, what they have been doing up until now, which is just replacing the link.
Which is worse when you think their parent company is PayPal, a company that literally does not need the extra funds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
Like-
fucking slightest.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I don't know, it's a weird one to kind of talk about because, like, ultimately the end of the talking point is just it was fucking shite. But also, like, how
I
in
don't
the
think
name of
like,
God did they keep? In what universe did they think that was a good idea? That was
No
something
clue.
that wouldn't come to light eventually. I suppose the idea is like, yeah, it might take a while to come to light, but in that time we're going to make a. Kind of like that whole idea of like,
Well,
you know, the
the
Wall Street
weird
guys
thing
running
is-
like shorting stocks of
weird
like,
thing
yeah, we
is-
might not make a lot of money, but we might not make money for long, but we'll make a lot of money in that short time period.
What I think is strange is some YouTubers did actually notice this was happening prior to this massive expose by
like,
Megalad.
yeah.
Yeah, they noticed it was happening. Like Linus, just because I used him as an example before, he literally stopped working with Honey for that reason. But weirdly didn't want to go and tell others that this was going off and that they should stop.
Okay, yeah.
There's another layer to this.
Yeah, there is that also that other thing of like why didn't the influencers themselves come forward when they noticed that they were being affected by it. And I feel like the more that gets, is it a situation of were there NDAs involved? Were there something where, like, if they had come out, could Honey and subsequently PayPal have kind of fucked up their business to a certain degree? Because as much as PayPal, as we said, is a company that doesn't really need the money, has a lot of influence in so many different, because it is a payment a finance company, I should say. Their infrastructure is key to so many other companies. It would not surprise me in the slightest if Honey went, yeah, if you don't do this, you're not going to be able to be sponsored by anyone that uses our system for payment. Because if we hear that you're like, we're just going to pull
PayPal
this,
out.
that, or the next thing. Yeah, we're just going to pull PayPal out of this site.
Which is
if we see you
interesting.
advertising them.
Because there's another side to this as well, the other side of the scam,
Yeah.
which is to do with the retailers themselves. So Honey will go
Yeah.
up to the retailers and say, look, let us be part of your thing. It's not going to cost you anything, only a percentage of the sales that you make, which is fine. Only if people brought in from us and we put our affiliate link on it. Which any business person will sit there and go, yeah, sounds like a good idea. The issue is, Honey advertises itself as being the one-stop shop for your coupons. You can just go onto it,
Yes.
it'll find them for you. It actually allows the seller, allows the storefront to choose which coupons are on Honey.
Yes, it does, yeah.
So you're not always getting the best deal just because you're using Honey.
Not just that, but you're often pointed towards worse deals specifically through Honey because of that thing of like the sellers themselves being able to pick it. Why would they send you towards the best value deal through Honey? They were like, no, we want to push this one because it's the best for our back end.
Yeah. They just advertise out because it'll integrate itself into your browser. It's easy for it to
Yeah.
prioritize what it wants.
Yeah, and there was also the question of data mining through Honey as well, because it's integrated into your browser. And there's a lot of people are coming forward and being like, yeah, this, like a lot of, like some, I don't think Linus said it, but there was like a lot of folk within the tech industry being like, how is Honey making money exactly? Because
Yeah.
if their whole business model is letting you spend less, how are they making money from that? Unless they are taking a percentage from these sites, which they don't do. We know that. They've told these sellers verbatim that it will not cost them anything to have Honey on the site. So how are Honey making their money? And it turns out through this scam. But a lot of people are now quite rightly asking the question, was this scam their only revenue stream? If it was, that is a fucking stupid business model, and it deserves to go down.
I mean, I've literally uninstalled Honey from my browser. Like,
Oh, yeah,
as soon as I heard
same,
about it.
and-
And then
yeah.
it has a little option that's like, tell us why you're leaving us. And I went, shady business practices, and press send.
Quite right, yeah.
I feel like Honey's one of those things, like, because when I saw like YouTubers like advertising it, for me, I feel like it was always one of those things. It's too good to be true, kind of thing. So I just never even tried.
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of thing.
I suppose the old adage, if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah, there is that thing of like, well, if this thing is so much of the best, like, you know, the best of the best of the best that anyone could possibly want, and it costs you absolutely fucking nothing. Like Becca saying ads is revenue. That's the thing. It's a browser extension rather
there's
than a
no ads.
website, so there's no ad space.
That's why you pay $12.99 to stop ads on YouTube. I also pay it,
Yeah.
but I also don't pay for
I
Spotify
do not.
because YouTube Music. So,
Oh
works
yeah, no,
out.
fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah. Most people just use an ad blocker.
I don't, just because I don't use YouTube as much, although that might change in the coming future considering what's happening with the actual video site that I do use.
I don't know about this, and I
Yeah.
feel like it's a bad thing to talk about here.
Oh no, it was the TikTok shit.
Oh, TikTok.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Like, with it going down, I'm probably going a lot of creators have moved over to YouTube now because it's like
Yeah.
kind of the next best thing, and so like
See, I
as a
don't
result
know
of that,
TikTok.
a lot of people have kind of flocked over there, especially the people that were doing like kind of more serialized content or long form content. So a lot of like movie reviewers on there and as I I noticed recently, which is something that I've just been kind of fucked over by. Sorry to kind of derail this, but something that Becca asked Insta. Insta Reels are limited to 1 minute 30.
Oh,
Fun
I
fact.
like that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
No, that's fine. But also, they
Vine.
do not. Also, sorry, Vine. Yeah. Also, they do not warn you when uploading videos that there is a 1 minute 30 limit.
So they just cut off.
So.
Yeah, they literally just cut it off.
So for those that
What?
following me on TikTok, I've been doing a series recently called Blu-ray to Z, where I watch every single one of my I'm going through every single movie in my Blu-ray collection because I need to justify that shit somehow, right?
That's about 7
Because
films for me, I'll be honest with you. It's
I
not-
have spent far too much money in that shit. Do you want to know the number?
Yeah, curiously, yes.
Yeah, go on.
This is just films. This is not including series or stand-up specials.
Oh, even better.
271. No,
you
wait.
know what?
It might be 272. Hold on a second.
Honestly,
Because
I can't say anything.
No, so yes, it is 272 because Emma bought The Crow recently. Because she saw the new one for cheap.
I probably have more
Yeah.
than that in DVDs, but not Blu-rays.
Yeah. But yeah, 272 total. And that is not everything that I want to get either.
Now, chat.
Because like, there's other stuff.
You have to bear in mind the average cost of a Blu-ray is about £10 to £15. So I want someone to do the maths of how much money he spent on this.
I have. Okay, so some of those Blu-rays cost like £1, £2, £3, like, and whereas others were like box sets and cost anywhere between 20 and 40. So averaging it out to be roughly about £10 a movie, that is £2,720.
It could be more.
And
If your
just
game
movies.
collected, it could be worse, realistically.
Yeah,
I
let's
also
not go
collect.
into
I
that
also
one.
collect
Yeah.
PS2 games and have spent a little bit of money on that. I don't have as many
Yeah,
PS2. I don't have as many PS2 games, granted, because I don't have a CRT yet. I don't have a CRT telly.
So just put it on a flat
Yeah.
screen. I've done that. It looks fine.
I know, but
I don't know why
it
people
looks-
moan so much.
It looks lovely, but I just want the nostalgia of the CRT and like that, and the faster response time as well. And like then there's also
Oh, you know, wait, speaking of that, so my
but that is
one of my
that is also
uncles
over a period
has-
of time.
Well, one of my uncles has one of the older TVs, right? And me,
Yeah.
my dad, him, and my other uncle played Mario Kart N64 on it.
So good.
That was great.
Yeah.
It's
No, I
so
can admit that.
they are so much more responsive because it's analog. The response time is immediate. Whereas
Yeah.
because it's fully digital, it needs to translate the signal that's being sent first.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a weird world with video games now where you're better off buying a monitor if you want to seriously game on it
Yeah,
than just hooking up to your TV.
yeah.
It's weird.
It's fucking weird, yeah. But no, back to what I was doing with the series. So I
Yeah.
was uploading these to. So I was also uploading these to my to the other podcast that I'm on.
Feel free to advertise.
Yeah, okay, so I also have a podcast about movies with my good friend Jacob called Archive Panic. We upload on Spotify. And I was doing in that series over there as well because I knew the TikTok ban was coming. So I was like, right, I'm going to make sure that these videos are going somewhere else. They do not warn you that that limit is in place when you upload. So I was filming them and editing them in an external software that I won't name because they're not fucking paying me. And and uploading them, and from the face of things, everything was fucking fine, right? I had no warning whatsoever. It was literally the other day when someone brought up, I am not moving to Instagram because of this time limit. I was like, wait, what? And I looked back, every single one of them, bar 2, have been cut. There
See,
is a way
I
around.
miss Vine.
Yeah.
Vine
Yeah.
did it right.
Vine did it right. 15 seconds, fucking get in, get out, fantastic.
Funny enough, I
Make
think
a joke
YouTube
and fuck
Shorts have
off. That's
recently,
like...
like YouTube Shorts have recently increased their.
They've
cap
increased to
for,
3 minutes.
yeah.
Shots have increased to 3 minutes, which is cool, but also is just old school YouTube. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
That is literally what I was thinking right now.
the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Because, like, for people's history of me, because I think everybody just thinks I just do SpecDubs. I used to do something else. So I had a YouTube channel called Teamworks years upon years ago. We just do gaming videos and stuff, but we started when it was a 10-minute time period on YouTube. And then I remember us being so happy and overjoyed because we got YouTube partnership back when you had to earn it.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
they said, like, oh yeah, unlimited video length. We're like, what?
Yeah, that was
Excuse
mad.
me? Fuck.
I still this is going to be very old man yells at cloud, but I still remember when YouTube changed the aspect ratio.
Oh god, yes!
That was that was like big news.
It's crazy to me to think that.
Especially in the realm of animation. Like, animators all freaked out because they were like, I've been working on this animation for so long in this aspect ratio for YouTube. You changed that, I'm fucked. Like, I can't, everything's going to look stretched and weird. It was madness. But yeah.
I'm just looking through the chat quickly, sorry. Sorry, I'm going back.
Oh, no problem. Let's see.
See, best PS2 game, Simpsons Hit and Run. Full agreement.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. I know
I
it's
love it. I
Okay,
love
good.
it.
Good, thank
However,
you.
I will say, those final levels, man, they are fucking atrocious. They are
Yeah.
that is some of the most cheesy, like, artificially lengthening the
did feel like
the
it
game
rushed the end,
that they
yeah.
possibly fucking can do. Because, like, you get to the end fairly, if you're just going mission by mission, you get to the end of the game fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, okay, here, we're going to make you race along this track that if you do it perfectly, takes you 1 minute and 30 seconds to complete. Your time limit is 1 minute 35.
Well,
Good
they used to
fucking luck.
scale
And
up
also we're gonna throw shit at you the entire fucking time, and we're gonna block off sections of the road that you would normally use as shortcuts in previous levels, but now there's aliens about, so we're gonna block that off shit entirely. Fuck that shit.
I mean, the thing
Oh
I
yeah,
do
and
miss...
also we're gonna launch some fucking, like, we're gonna put some nuclear waste in the back of your car, so if you so much as breathe on the fucker, it blows up. Like,
Yeah. But the thing I do
fuck
miss,
that
like,
level, man.
you're saying this, old games used to get difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, ignoring the Dark Souls stuff, which is fair, new games are just fucking easy.
Right.
Yeah, no, I agree
There is,
with that.
like, personally, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
I do like doing the God Complex
I
thing
miss
Oh,
now
the
and then.
challenge.
But yeah.
It's cool. I do miss, like, and there is a place for. I do think that there is a place for sort of harder games that aren't like Dark Souls or Sekiro level hard, right? Like games where there is just a section of challenge to it, right? The problem being that it's so many games are releasing now where the challenge is entirely optional. So
Right.
like, the best example I can think of that is not the most recent Sonic game anymore, but the most recent Sonic game I've played, Sonic Frontiers. I've been going through that recently because I got it for
Still
free
to
on the
play it.
PlayStation Plus shit,
Yeah,
right?
got it on PS Plus and I'm starting to play it.
If you are not going for, if you are not trying to like beat all the challenges and stuff, that game is easy as fuck. It is almost insultingly so in the first few moments, right? And I have it on what it supposedly claims is its harder difficulty because I really like Sonic games. I've played damn near all of them except from, well, I've played all of them. I haven't finished all of them because I respect myself and fuck Sonic Forces. So, but like, but if you go for like the added challenge things, which adds not only time limits for some of the like stages, it's like the way Sonic Frontiers works is that it's one big fuck off open world, and then there are little challenge areas that are basically the levels, right?
Okay.
Right.
So you go into the levels, they're short as hell, right? And they're almost all inspired by previous Sonic games. So there's one that's like a section of City Escape, there's one that's a section of Green Hill Zone, and all this kind of stuff, right? All throughout the history of Sonic, right? And it's really fun. And then next to that, there are challenges. Complete this level under this time. Complete this level having got all of these collectibles. Complete this level having got so many rings. And when you do that, it actually becomes a fucking game. As opposed to just
Well,
pressing
yeah.
X every couple of seconds.
The boost button.
I,
But this is it. I mean, like, me talking about these more difficult
Yeah.
games. I have Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Sega Master System.
Oh, hell yeah.
You get to the first boss battle on Green Hill Zone. It's against Robotnik, as it always is. But you can't get a ring beforehand. It's like
No.
they've just decided
One
to
hit
ramp
death,
it up
yeah.
straight away.
the Master System Sonic games did not fuck about.
Oh, no.
Because they, like, again, it's that kind of thing of like this happened and like I know I'm preaching to the choir we used to hear. You know exactly what I'm fucking talking about, right? But there was a thing during the NES/Master System like kind of era of like, we cannot make games as long or as engaging as they are in the arcade. What we can do is make them a million times harder so you think they're long. So,
Yeah.
so we get Ninja Gaiden, we get Sonic 2, because that's why the Mega Drive version is so much. Because the design philosophy of it is, we are now matching the arcades. We can just put an arcade level game and your home, and we're fucking fine. We don't need to. That's it. Done. Sorted. Jobs are good. Fuck off to the pub. Right. That's it. Right.
Because
I feel like
that's
that's the
what
most British thing I've heard all day.
But when posting that to,
just fuck off to the pub.
yeah. But when porting it to the Master System, they no longer have that luxury. So they're like, right, we need to actually make this somehow similar length to the original game. Shit, what do? We can't do the same. We can't have the same amount of levels. We can't have the same graphics because we're going from 8-bit to 16. Fuck it. No rings before the first boss fight. Good luck. Like,
Yeah, it's fucking impossible.
No,
that level.
actually.
And then just to add, to the insult, there's no save either on the Sega Master System.
No.
So no matter how much you
Yeah.
challenge it, you get a power cut. That's it.
Even in earlier games for the Super Nintendo and Mega Drive, the only games that had save functions were very specific ones that had like Legend of Zelda and shit, which had like a battery in the car, and they costed a shit ton more because they had a battery in the cartridge with a save function.
That being said, though, my favourite game on the Master System is Lemmings because it has a password function and it gives you the password at the end of
They
each
were
one.
brilliant.
I literally have a piece of paper in the box and I just pull it open. It's got every single level that I've gone through and that I've completed.
I have one of.
So you can just put the passwords in.
I have one of those for Mega Man 2. So I don't know if I still have it, but I have one of those for Mega Man 2. I also have one of those for cheat codes for GTA San Andreas. It's just a sheet of paper.
Codes are a godsend with the right game. They're great. Also, I miss games that have
yeah.
you know how like some games you can save whenever. I miss games where they have specific save points that you have to find, and they're far and few between too.
Yes.
Because then it's hard if you're like, oh shit, I have to find the save point.
That's
before I
like-
think about doing it.
Well,
Also-
that's like the whole Dark Souls thing of like the bonfire or the
Yeah.
Yeah.
like this fucking Starlight Shrine or whatever the fuck. I love save points in games. Those are great.
Yeah.
Typewriters are Resi typewriters.
Also, autosave has ruined my ability to turn back time. Okay.
No, I feel that.
Like-
Honestly. Like,
No,
why
but
is it
also-
possible?
Not only that, autosave has also ruined my ability to just fuck off and take a break. Because if I can't save manually,
Oh yeah, you have to wait until
And
the autosave comes
so-
in.
and- as games have gone on, the autosave like little icon has getting more and more conspicuous. Sorry, inconspicuous, I should say. As games have gone on to the point where you can probably miss that shit if you're not paying attention.
Panic turning off games these days because I'm
Yeah,
like,
because you don't know
I
how
think
much
it's
time you're
saved.
unless it's like a massive RPG with a save function.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Yeah,
Like the best
other than
one I
that,
can
it's
think
real
of.
fraud.
The best one I can think of is the Dragon Quest series, where you go to a church to save, and every time you save, it gives you the option to quit the game.
Yeah, fair.
As a part of saving, it's like, do you want to continue your adventure? Yes or no?
Sorry,
It's
I
like,
just
yeah,
thinking,
you know what?
did
No,
Ocarina of Time also do that? Like Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? When you saved, it gave you the option to quit the game too? Or
I think it did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while
Honestly,
since I
I've
played
got it.
Ocarina, to be fair.
But yeah,
And even then, when I did, it was the GameCube version.
that's what I was about. I've got it on GameCube.
Oh my god, Dev, have you not played the N64 version?
No.
Have you not played the original?
No.
I've played it. I've played the N64 version. I just don't have an N64. It was a friend of mine had one,
Yeah.
and
Get
I
one.
was a PlayStation child. Still am, to be honest.
I love PlayStation
Yes, it
fans.
did.
Just to
Yes, it did. It was 100% on. 100% on catalog on Switch. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
just to point out age differences. I love how you were there like, oh, I'm a PlayStation child. I was a Sega child, bitch.
Oh wait, okay. Oh no, we want to go. As my first console was a Mega Drive.
Okay, I'm proud of you now.
My first console was a Mega Drive, and then after that, I got the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, 3.
Kira?
I got myself a 4.
Do you want
Hold
to
on, I need to
ruin
look
this
up
for us?
something. No, because if I say what my first was, I might date myself. I'd rather not do that. Let me just
Please.
It was the
check.
Wii. Just admit it.
Just admit it's the Wii.
No, it wasn't.
It was my DS Lite.
Just admit that it was.
No, I can't say it because it might.
The problem is,
Fuck off! It wasn't a Wii U, was it?
No,
It was a
it
Switch.
definitely wasn't.
No, that was.
I'm just gonna say it was a handheld console. I'll put it that way, and it wasn't the 3DS. I'll put it that way.
Was it the
it was
OG
the
DS?
DS.
Was it the original DS?
Yes,
or
it was.
a
It was
DS?
the original DS.
It was the original DS. Nice.
Jesus Christ! Because
I don't have the original. I still have my old Game Boy.
I'm still in
Boy
the
Color.
world
Fuck
where
yeah.
when someone
And
turns
funny
around.
enough, my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Pearl, which is why it's one of my favorites.
Stace, did you also feel your back just like?
So it's been an interesting SpecDubPod. It's over now.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's over now. I'm
Christ.
just going to go to the corner of the room and turn to dust.
Yes.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel too good.
It's irritating me because the amount of people that turn around to me go, "Oh, DS, that's so retro," and I'm like, "No, that shit came out 10
No,
years
it
ago,
isn't.
surely."
Please.
No, you want to really fuck up your day?
The Wii and
The
PS2 are retro now.
No, I can
Not just the
accept
Wii and
that.
PS2. The PS3 and 360 are retro
No,
consoles.
they're not.
No, you're kidding.
No.
The average time for
Stop it.
the average
Stop.
time for vintage/retro is 15 years. We are on the cusp of the PS4 becoming retro.
Oh, fuck off.
No, I'm done with this. I'm done with this shit. I'm done.
No.
What about 10? Yeah.
I played my Xbox 360 literally yesterday. I was playing Guitar Hero. It was great.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Oh my
Was
God.
Atari also
I
a
didn't
console?
think it
Yes.
was.
And also, really fucking right. This has gotten so far from the honey debate.
I
Also,
know.
honey, shite, but fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
Ending the honey
Yes,
debate.
Atari was a console. And did you guys know about the 2600 Plus?
That was a plus.
Right. Okay. So this is a recent console that came out. You know how there was that wave like not too long ago when Nintendo brought out the NES Mini
Yeah.
and then the SNES Mini, right? And then Sega did the same, and
Yeah.
there's a TurboGrafx 6. No, not a TurboGrafx 16 one.
first
There was an
console-
SNK. There's
I
an
just-
SNK one.
Very quickly, the first console I got my niece was a SNES Classic.
Legend. Right. So
Also, sorry, but you just said that the NES and SNES Mini wasn't that long ago. It was 2017.
yeah, that's not that long ago. Fuck you.
Yes, it was that
so,
No, it wasn't.
years ago.
it wasn't.
Oh, don't say that.
2020 through to 2023 does not count. Right. So.
Yeah. No, yeah, fair enough. COVID didn't exist. COVID is like a weird nightmare we all had.
So the
Is it?
2600 Plus, right, is a fucking phenomenal bit of kit, right? So it is basically an Atari classic, right? It comes with a cartridge that has 10 in 1 that has things like Combat, Pong, the Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man, all stuff like that, right? However,
Yeah.
because it uses a cartridge system, if you have old Atari 2600 games, it will play on that system. So theoretically speaking, we now have a HD version of the Atari 2600 that will play everything that was on that game. So if you're a sick fuck and you still have Custer's Revenge, then you can go ahead.
And
Yeah.
PlayStation's releasing a HD PS2.
What? What?
What?
I came across the
what-
video.
what-
They didn't release the video that nobody fucking watched. I came across it. They're releasing PS2
Was
with
that good?
HDMI port.
Sorry.
No, but speaking of that, in fairness, Calico's put up something that was going to be my topic, but I'd already chosen the topics for today, which is Switch 2.
I'm okay. Cautiously optimistic.
I
Yeah.
still haven't seen the
I
trailer.
will only be getting it one if there is a deal that I can trade in my old Switch to get money off.
Yeah.
Because it's backwards compatible and so past
the
that point, at least as someone that doesn't collect Nintendo games, I only tend to collect games that I kind of grew up with. So my formative console was the that I love to death. PS2, that is the one for me, right? That was the console that made me properly oh fuck, I might actually like this a bit more than the average person.
Damn.
So that's why I collect those games. But one is that, and two, I will not buy it until it has been out for at least 3 months, because that is when the stick drift issues started to come good in the original Switch.
I say that I've never had stick drift.
I have.
You lucky bastard! I've had it
just
so
never
many
happened.
times in mine.
You know what the worst thing is? I've got one of my R buttons on my Joy-Cons is actually when I'm playing Pokemon Unite, I have to properly press it down and use my nail to get it
I'm
up
sorry.
afterwards.
You know what I'm
I'm
talking
sorry.
about this. And
Not
like,
about the. I'm sorry, not about the broken controller. You just openly admitted you play Pokemon Unite. That is a brave
Yeah, it's
choice.
fun. I play it occasionally,
that-
not as I used to, but it's fun.
But I feel like
Listen, I play as Leafeon and Delphox, alright? It's fun.
fair. Although, what was the one that was on the?
with
What
the
was the one
stick
that was on
drift
the
thing
Wii
as well,
shop
though.
back in the day?
I mean,
That
like,
Pokemon game that was like a top-down beat 'em up. It was on the Wii.
Street Fighter?
It was a. No, it was a Pokemon game. It was a top-down beat 'em up.
Oh, Mystery Dungeon.
No, that was
No,
DS.
Rumble.
This was specific. Rumble.
Was it Rumble?
Yes.
Yeah. That was
Pokemon
the Wii one.
Rumble on the Wii. No, it was on the
Wii
Wii,
U?
and it was
Oh
on the
my
Wii,
God.
and then it got a re-release on Wii U.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But Pokemon
You know what,
Rumble.
I miss Pokken, like Pokken Tournament as well. Pokken Tournament was great.
Pokken Tournament was class. That got a port to the Switch, and it actually runs really
Yeah.
fucking well.
Coliseum.
Oh, Pokken, yes, Pokken
Coliseum
Coliseum.
was the shit.
Play some
Yeah,
half
Yeah,
of
man.
Coliseum.
It's expensive nowadays, though.
it's hard to find. Yeah.
Yep, I've got a copy on GameCube.
Oh,
Nice.
you lucky bitch.
I know, it's worth something, that is.
Also,
But yeah, with
Calico
stick drift,
pointing
I
out
mean,
that.
old
Sorry, go on.
controllers, actually, yeah, fair point. They've never really... That's a 360 and then the 3DS. That's never been an issue, I will admit.
No, I've never had that issue with any of my older controllers. GameCube
Oh, yeah, I've
Or
never
that I
had stick drift. It isn't
GameCube
Switch.
controller that I bought in 2008, still fine. PS2 controllers that I've had since the PS2 came out, fine.
Oh, my dad
My
found
fucking Super Nintendo controller, fine.
my
Like-
dad found a Japanese GameCube in the rain, and it had been there for God knows how long and still worked just fine.
I mean,
That is
those
the
things were
most
built to
that-
last.
Yeah, but also that is the most dramatic anime shit I've ever had. All that you're missing is that thing being haunted, and you
The only...
either that or you're gonna get a shock through the controller and it's gonna start an isekai thing.
The only issue I've
Isekai's you to Mario or something.
ever had with the GameCube is that
Oh,
the
I know.
battery ran out. The battery died because there's a clock battery in it. But
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you know how to solder, it's an easy job. If you don't know how to solder, you can literally just replace the board. They're like a tenner online.
No.
Damn.
Like,
Fox and Spire not looking at the N64 controller with the destroyed controller stick. Tell me you play Mario Party 1 without telling me you play Mario Party 1.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh, God. But also, Pagan Calico brings up a good point regarding the Switch 2, saying that they feel like the connectors are going to break very easily since it's such a small piece.
I don't know. I think it's going to be better. And the reason I think it's going to be better is because I fucking broke my Switch connector.
Yeah.
Because-
No, those things are so easy to break.
Yeah, if you don't press the button down properly,
Yeah.
you just... I thought I'd put it in wrong. So instead of press the button, I was
Yeah.
like, fucking thing's stuck. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Now I hold my
Okay.
Switch and now and then it's just... Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, they do just come loose over time. So I'll be playing like Mario Kart 8, just going through the DLC tracks, trying to get fucking gold and whatever. And suddenly I'll get the message that says, your controller is disconnected, please thing me them. Even though they're plugged into the fucking thing.
Yeah.
So then you take the
before you
controllers
get
out,
broken controllers-
connect them through Bluetooth, plug them back in again, and then go. You can use a Switch Pro controller, but those only really work well if either you get the Bluetooth version, which costs a fucking mint,
I was about to say, if you've got the
or
money.
they're hooked up into the or you actually hook it up into the stand.
Yeah, I have one that I hook
Which,
up into
yeah.
the stand.
Yeah,
I
see,
choose that normally.
See,
I never play my Switch when it's hooked up to the telly. Almost never.
I do most of the time. That's how I mostly play it.
The thing is,
I-
mine's
very
hooked up to my
rarely.
PC now, and I can't be asked to bring it downstairs for the TV. So I just play it through OBS now with my capture card and call it a day.
Well, that's one way
Or I
to do
play
it.
it handheld, depending.
But I mean, like, that being said, these old cabled, like, things without the... I prefer cable. I've got a mouse with a cable on it that I
100%.
can barely show on stream.
Yeah, my
100%.
one's cable as well.
I prefer it.
We've all got cabled.
Yeah.
Response time is better. Don't need to deal with batteries dying when you're in the middle of
There
working
is
on something.
one wireless
It's like,
mouse I was tempted on. It's not released yet. They've announced the idea, and it's the whole mouse pad that comes with it is a wireless charger. So the mouse
That's
charges
cool.
constantly, and I'm like, okay, that's one.
That is cool, but also feels like it would fry the battery in the mouse so
Yeah,
fucking
wouldn't it get
quickly.
to a point where it
Probably.
just stops charging because it's charging too much?
Yeah.
Yeah, because also it would. Past this, when does it determine to turn on the wireless charging? Because if it doesn't have some kind of threshold, you're going to use the mouse
Yeah.
until it gets to 99%. It's going to give you a burst of energy, until you get to 100, stop, and then wait till it gets to 99 again, and then give you a burst event. So like, unless there's some kind of threshold hardwired into the fucking
There
thing
might
where it's
be.
like
I didn't look into it
when battery reaches 20%, turn on charger. Do not turn off until it reaches 99.5% or something stupid like that. So like, it doesn't overload the battery. But yeah, it could do.
Calico, I was just looking at all the Pokemon you got. You said Diamond and Silver won't save on your Game Boy. It is genuinely the easiest fix. Even if you've never
for
sodded
Silver?
before. It is for any of them that won't save. If you've never, even if you haven't sodded before, get a soldering iron, watch a YouTube video. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. Genuinely, I recommend it.
Nice.
It's so easy.
That's awesome.
You just pop them off, put them on, bit of solder, done.
Minty.
Hell yeah.
I was just
Also,
catching
speaking
up
of
with chat.
PS2
Sorry,
games
go on.
earlier,
Yeah.
I've seen, I don't know if anybody's heard of it, Kuon. It's one of like the Japanese horror games. I saw
on
it
average-
at like
on
a
average, but-
seaside town,
Yeah.
CEX, for £700.
Yeah.
700.
No.
It's right. So there are two types of rare game. Right. There is a
Yeah.
game that is rare because those that own it do not sell it. I.e., Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Red, that kind of thing. Right. They are rare and expensive because the people that buy it aren't selling it, so there's not a lot in circulation. Then fuck yeah. Then there are
Box
games that are
PCs.
rare because nobody fucking bought them in the first place. So that means that that means there are none in print. And never mind, sorry, there weren't many in print to begin with.
Yeah.
And so they were most likely disposed of by the sellers because they couldn't fucking sell them anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what happened with games like Kuon. Which is why you get price tags like £700, £500, or like Rule of Rose for like £200 odd on the PS2 at the moment.
Also, I've seen
why the
Fatal Frame
deck is-
2 go for like $1,000 in the US.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
some reason.
Same goes for things like Deadpool on PS3 because it was completely removed from print because they got rid of the license, so they couldn't sell it anymore. So the PS3 version of that game now goes for about, it's not as bad, it's like 80 quid. But for a PS3 game that came out towards the end of that console's life,
£80.
yeah,
Really? Hey Babs, that game's worth 80 quid. Sorry.
that's how, right. I will say that's how much CX sell it for.
Yeah.
If you were to sell it yourself as a personal seller, you're probably going to get closer to 60, like, because you need to because otherwise,
Yeah, you have
because
to
if you're not
undercut.
undercutting the stores, you're not going to sell it because they're just going
But
to go
this
to the
is
big
it, I mean,
store
like-
and get the warranty.
What's Pokemon Sapphire's excuse? I've seen it in CEX for £110.
Again, it's that right. So Pokemon games are all
It's
expensive for
the
the same reason.
popularity.
People that have it do not sell it. They keep it because it's either their first Pokemon game and they're super fucking like they're like attached to the game, or they are like yourself, Kira, fans of the franchise, and as such want the collection. So they keep it because they're collectors.
We have all of them.
Ah, yeah.
In other words, yeah, it's just
We've
it's
all
that
them
level
apart
of game.
from Fire Red
Pokemon,
and Leaf
yeah,
Gold.
nice. But
Stace, I'm
Pokemon's
just
my
saying, if
go-to
you
for
ever decide
explaining,
to sell, you are going to be the richest bitch alive.
This
I'm
is what people don't
Damn right.
understand. Like this whole thing that
The
I've got this
richest
huge.
bitch on the block.
I've got this huge video game collection. We've got a huge Pokemon card collection.
Nice.
It's our retirement plan. I'm not even joking.
fair,
It is
honestly.
genuinely our
Fucking
retirement plan.
Like 120 for yellow.
yeah, I've got 2 copies
yeah.
of Pokemon Yellow.
On average, yeah.
Like and we're holding on to it until we're in our fucking 80s or some shit. No, it's 2 copies and we're holding on to them. Until we're in the
Hey,
80s or something.
You know how we're friends, right?
Hey, but don't you also have Pokemon Yellow?
No,
Yeah, I've got 2 copies, not 3.
I don't have Pokemon Yellow.
I thought you did.
It was my first Pokemon game because despite
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
because
yeah.
I
yeah,
was
I
like
got it
obsessed
also.
with the anime as a kid, and they were like, "This one has Pikachu on it. Let's get him that instead of Red or Blue, which has the weird looking fuckers on it." But
And then you get to the first gym and it's like, oh fuck.
yeah, and then I'm like, "Okay, first gym's a ground type, and I'm stuck with Pikachu."
Lovely.
So as we were saying, honey's absolutely dreadful.
Yeah, emulators took a rough hit from. There is that as well. That like when emulators first started gaining popularity, the first games that were emulated were Nintendo. It was I think one of the first ones that was like proper broken was solid emulation was the NES, but the one that really got major staying power was the SNES emulator, because ROM hacks for Mario became a thing. We got Kaizo Mario. We got Mario's Wacky World. We got Mega Man X Mario, and so we got like Mario jumping. So we got Mario jumping through Mega Man X and Mega Man and X jumping through the first stages of Super Mario World. Look it up. That's a real fucking thing. But yeah, it was good shit.
So let's go back into our serious conversations because we've really gone off board.
That's not like us.
One of the things that I had a video for, but clearly it's not going to work, is our next segment, which is something very important to us as SpecDubs and has actually changed and influenced us quite a lot last year. Luckily, things are changing again this year. I know the knuckle crack was nice though. That must have felt good.
Yeah, I heard that.
Wait, did that come through?
Yeah.
And this is something I want Cyber.
That was not my intention.
It came through. And this is something I want Cyber to sort of take lead on because he's the one that's been sort of keeping up with it for us. And that's the SagAftra Strike.
Right, so...
Always prepared something. I saw the screen change lights. And...
Yep, I'm just... I'm actually... What I'm doing is I'm just very quickly... Because I was supposed to do this prior to stream, but unfortunately, I don't drive, and public transport is an absolute pain in the ass.
The bits I understand first while you're researching if it helps.
Right, so no, I'm not just research. I was just checking to make sure that if there was any news that I wasn't aware of yet.
Yeah.
Because the SagAftra... Because for those that want to keep up in touch with the... for those that want to keep up with the strike, SagAftra's own website, SagAftra.org, does have a strike news panel that is frequently updated whenever there is a major jump in the story. It has not been updated since October of last year.
Shit.
Which shows you how much we have been right. So, for those that are not aware, at the very least, are not fully up to speed with it, was sort of around about June, July kind of time last year. SagAftra officially went on strike with regards to its video game actors. The reason for this was that adequate compensation and protection from the use of AI was not in the current contract. And so, many companies were like, oh fuck yeah, no problem, and done it. And there was an interim agreement reached with multiple companies, which we are still getting a lot of games in the indie space coming out with well-known voice actors appearing in them because they have signed the interim agreement. However, companies like Activision Blizzard, EA, and countless others have refused to sign. And as such, this strike has been ongoing. Now,
so it's
go on.
It's affected us. I just feel like it's worth mentioning how we're saying it's affected, because our whole thing is to dub over video games, and that is essentially, in a nice way, what a video game voice actor does. They dub over what's shown on the screen and create the voice for it.
Yes.
It felt almost as if it was a disservice. Even though we're not getting paid for this, it felt it was a disservice to them if we carried on doing such a thing.
Exactly. And so the decision was made internally to be like, right, until such a time that the strike is over, we will not produce voiceover content. And so we went on to do gaming content. Myself and Kira played through the main story of Resident Evil 5. We had a bunch of community nights. Kira also launched a series on Pokemon, in which she was getting members of SpecDub to play Pokemon Stadium 1 and just watch freak out at the energy of that game.
And watch them
laughing like an evil genius the entire time. Yes, I was tuned in. It was fucking great. Honestly, it was full blown. It was like someone had reincarnated Mr. Burns as a gremlin. It was great. And
Shadows is afraid of Raichus.
With good reason, yeah. So that's kind of how it affected us as a company, as SpecDub. Personally, as a sort of semi-working actor, attempting to be a working actor, we'll say.
Do more than me.
AI is a massive threat to me personally and how I keep the lights on in my home. So it's just it's 7 shades of fucked. And one thing that I would like to point out is that many people have kind of been like, one of the main sort of criticisms of it is like, you're protesting against something that might happen. Like, these companies, just because these companies might use something doesn't necessarily mean it will. And up until recently, that argument has kind of held water because we haven't seen any major AI games yet. Until the most recent DLC for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 dropped, the voice actors that were involved in Zombies were no longer a part of the project due to the strike. And so what did Activision do?
They AI'd it.
AI voices in the most recent Call of Duty Zombies map. You can very clearly hear all of those characters doing that, and it is not illegal.
It's not illegal.
That is why this is being debated.
I've listened to a voice actor who was talking about the because I did my research before this. Who was talking about the strike, and he said that in the contracts it does say that they can modify and reuse their likeness, and that in the past wasn't to do with AI. It was to do with the fact they'd have to cut and edit things sometimes because some things aren't right. And in fairness, to make things easier, they were like, "Yeah, of course, not a problem." Yeah. But now
it was also used for things like DLC.
Yeah.
Where your character may not have any voiced lines, but say for instance you're
Grunts
just to pull a random game. Let's take Cyberpunk 2077 as an example. Let's say you're a main character in the main story of that game, right? Or like you're a main companion in that game. That game also released alongside an entire overhaul. So that DLC released alongside an entire overhaul, including things like some new character models, as well as like updates to the physics engine, so people weren't constantly running into, right?
Needed it.
With that agreement there that we can use your likeness, we can go in and update that model, still using their likeness and the scans that they took, without having to essentially relicense everything from scratch. That same agreement also allows them to use fucking voice lines again, which means they can use said voice lines to train AI.
In fact, there's just to show you sort of how people can use it, although it's a weird analogy. If anybody remembers The Simpsons, and there was Homer meets the person who voiced the Roadrunner, and goes up to her and is like, "Oh, you're meat," and she goes, "No, actually, it's just meat. I said it once, and they just doubled it."
Yeah,
that's essentially what.
That's the kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, but that was sort of an accepted sort of part of the job because it was easier to keep things rolling.
Yeah,
Because they would have to go to studio time, and it was never huge chunks of dialogue. The issue is now the whole thing can be done AI.
Yeah.
Exactly. Not just that, but one thing that we're also seeing now is this is something that actually, and this was a job that I got offered quite recently that I had to turn down. And I won't say the amount of money, but I will say it would have set me up for at least 2 months. And it was a job to record 300 lines of dialogue to train AI.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
See,
we have
here's the thing. But here's the thing, though. See, I'm lucky enough that I can turn on that job down and know still through both my own work, and the help of those around me, the wonderful support system that's come through family and friends, I will be able to get by. There are actors out there that will not be able to say no to that, otherwise they'll fucking starve.
Yeah.
And that is where, like, yes, sure, these massive actors are being affected by AI in a major way, and those are the ones that we're seeing talk out about it. We're seeing big names like Matt Mercer, like Roger Clark, like Tara Strong, voice coming out and saying this shit is bad.
But there are smaller actors that don't have.
But the ones the people that it's going to really, really fuck with are actors like myself and all of us here at SpecDub, because it's going to get to a point where these companies, rather than saying we're like these smaller productions that will hire actors such as myself, rather than going, we can pay this guy £100 for a 3-4 hour recording session, or we can just train an AI to sound exactly like we want the thing to sound like. And there we go.
See, I don't think it's that easy. That's my issue with it. This AI boom thing, yeah, sure, makes things easier, whatever you want to say, but at the end of the day, how many times have you sat down, played a really good game, or watched a film or something, and you've ended up in tears because you've sympathised so much with the character that you're watching on screen? AI can't generate that. I'm sorry, it can't. That raw emotion can only come from someone who's acting.
Oh yeah,
in my
absolutely
opinion.
not.
Oh,
It will ruin everything. It will absolutely ruin performances to a T because you will not get that level of amazing emotion coming from someone just from a computer doing it. I'm sorry, it just isn't possible.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. With AI, right? I'm avidly against it for everything. Obviously, I have an artist friend, so I'm against it for art. I'm a voice actor. I'm against it for voice actor. You know, everything. Like, at the moment, we've got AI replacing people, which, personally, I think it shouldn't be used for. It can be used to help people.
Yeah.
For example, in voice acting, if they have an example of what they want a thing to sound like, they can like use AI to show you and be like, "Hey, could you try and do something like this,
To
maybe?"
train.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And like, say for artists, like use it like, I don't know, like a reference or whatever.
As-
Or, say if you're thinking of something and you want to draw it, use it as like a inspiration.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be used to replace people like it is now, if you know what I mean. Like, so yeah, I fucking hate it.
Like, as with any tool, the tool itself is not what is evil, or what is like hurting people effectively. It is the ones that are using it and misusing said tool. There are so many phenomenal uses for generative AI, and we're seeing them already. Those of you those amongst you who have friends, family, and relatives who are deaf or otherwise hearing impaired may have already heard of this. But there are glasses that have all captioning now that use AI to listen to conversations and caption automatically. That is fucking massive.
Yeah,
that is such a huge step forward. Not only in the sense of that, obviously it helps people just be understood, but it also helps deaf people who want to attend things like theatre, or who want to go to the movies. Because those of you who have tried to book a fucking showing at a cinema and have had to go by closed captions, it's a pain in the fucking arse, especially when it is not a widely released movie. You might end up needing to travel for hours to go to a cinema that has closed captioning on a movie. Even further if you want something that has the audio stuff. So just having that extra thing of, hey, we can use this to help you, is fucking great.
The technology is fantastic, but it's just...
The technology itself is phenomenal. It can
People
do so many fantastic
not
things.
seeing the benefits, they're seeing the money potential.
Exactly.
We don't have to pay for the actors anymore, we just use AI.
Yeah. There is also a thing that I'd like to bring up so I don't remember the exact quote, unfortunately, so I do apologise, but there's a phenomenal actor by the name of No Sheer Delight. Star Wars fans will know him as Bo Dakuna from Jedi Survivor. Red Dead Redemption fans will know him as Charles from Red Dead Redemption 2, as well as countless other roles. He's a phenomenal actor. And he was quoted saying AI does one of the worst things about AI in terms of using it to replace actors is that it does not make mistakes. It does exactly what you tell it to. Some of the most fantastic discoveries with regards to characters have been made by mistake. Taking Red Dead 2 for instance, there was a moment in, if you do not regularly wash Arthur, there is a cutscene that plays when you return to camp where Susan Grimshaw comes up to you, berates you for being an absolute mess, and slaps you. The slap was not in the script. It was done by the actor. And the laugh that we hear from Arthur in response is Roger Clark going, "What the fuck just happened?" And it's in the game, and it's a phenomenal character moment. It's great.
Googling just even films, because there's so many films where I don't even remember the name of the film, but I can see the scene. There's a film where someone's walking into a bank and a car crash happens outside as she's walking in. That was a genuine car crash that happened, and they just clapped it in because it was just too good.
Well,
it's these mistakes that make it.
Yeah, if you want to talk film, I can't remember the name of the film, but it's Dustin Hoffman. This is a mistake that launched a phrase that is now synonymous with New York. If you want to do an impression of a New Yorker, what's one of the first things you try?
New York, New York!
Like that, come on, I'm walking here. It's one of the first things you do.
Yeah.
That line is a mistake. A taxi drove, they did not shut the street down while they were filming, and so just a New York cab just drove through the fucking scene. Dustin Hoffman, dead in character, slammed fuck out of the hood of the car and went, can't you see I'm walking here? I'm walking here," and then continued the scene.
Yeah.
One of the most iconic lines in cinema, quoted by people who have no. Was a mistake.
Yeah, you
cut out,
can't.
by the way.
Sorry. Quoted, like, people quote that line having no fucking clue that it's from a movie,
Yeah.
and it was never written. It was a mistake that led to an improv moment that led to one of the most iconic ever to be put to screen.
That's the thing, innit? AI can't do that. Like, it can't.
AI
replicate
doesn't make
human
mistakes.
stuff.
No.
It doesn't, and as a result of that, you don't get these massive discoveries regarding the character. You get whatever the producer or voice director or whoever the fuck is calling the shots in that instance envisioned there.
See, this is
New
the
York
other
City
side
hates
of
the line.
things.
I know they hate the line, but it's love it or hate it, it has become iconic to New York.
Yeah.
It has become synonymous with that city.
See, my big thing is the raw emotion that comes from an actor. So my experience, my history is in directing, and I am very much somebody who pushes method acting as much as possible. I know it's a grey area, I understand, but having that raw emotion come out from somebody, you can't get a computer to do that. I don't care how good it sounds and how brilliant, you're not going to get that same degree of somebody actually going through something at that
Exactly,
moment.
yeah.
It's just
not fully.
No.
Yeah. Also, Fortune Spa saying, "Oh, AI makes a lot of mistakes. Multiple fingers, bad cracks, forgetting memories."
Yeah, I mean, true. That's true. I mean, I think it was
I'll
my
give you
boyfriend.
that, but
He's in universities. He does use ChatGPT, and they actually encourage him to do so because they realise it's a tool that's going to be used in the future. So
Yeah.
they don't ask questions that ChatGPT will be able to answer, but he can use it as a way to cross-reference and make sure he's in the right way. And he turned around and he said to me that he'd put so much things in that eventually it forgot what the first question was and just started babbling shit.
yeah, no, it does not have a good memory. It's horrible. Also, there was a whistleblower. I can't remember when this was, but there was a guy that works for OpenAI that came out and said, "Yeah, we're committing so much copyright infringement. It's fucking insane. Like, we are breaking laws left, right, and center. Like, you cannot stop us." And unfortunately, he's no longer with us.
Oh.
Oh.
The guy that told everyone about that. And this was like within months of the whole Boeing airline shit that happened.
Okay. I don't know enough about it to really...
I think it's like, it's shit's fucked. Like, people, there's also this fucking thing going on, right? Like, with regards to AI, right? Where it is being put in fucking everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not just like AI not just like generative AI scanning shit, right? Like, AI tools are now
Have you seen the
fucking
McDonald's
everything.
drive-through AI bullshit?
It's hilarious. Also, Chris Pratt and Parks and talking about, like, thing is, Chris Pratt, as much as Chris Pratt is a fucking cunt, he does have the best line in Parks and Rec, which was an improv line, and the writers hate him for it because it was funnier than what they'd written. The writer was fuming he didn't write it. Yeah, I typed your symptoms into Google and it says you may have internet connectivity issues.
Yes. I know that scene.
That's, you can date it now, it's dangerous. Yeah, we are rapidly approaching like a cyberpunk situation where we have, like, what do you call them, dolls. But
I mean, this is my other side, and I think it's
up?
my history with the LGBT, and I'm not saying this has anything to do with them, but if someone ends up falling in love with a robot, they're not doing anyone any fucking harm. Leave them to it.
Oh no, fair play.
Yeah, that's
Like
fair.
that actual thing. But again, the fact that it's being used all over, and it is so, like, it is just everywhere. You can't escape it.
And it's
Whether
boomed so
it's on your-
quickly as well. The fact that it was must have only been about 5-6 years ago when it was really started, when ChatGPT first came out.
Yeah.
If that.
It's so right.
It can be
Okay.
dangerous, the dating, because
so-
it can stop people from trying to proceed forward in their lives, and
It can, so it's like anything else, it needs to be regulated.
yeah,
We need it needs to be used in moderation. Yeah, so with regards to the dating side of things, I would argue AI dating is every bit as dangerous as dating simulator games.
oh god,
It's not hurting anyone to play them. It's not hurting anyone to do that shit, providing that
Apart
it's
from
not
the
an AI
person
that is
that's-
actively.
apart from the person that's trying to chat up a pigeon.
Fuck you, Hatoful
Oh,
Boyfriend
that
is
one.
wonderful. That is a fantastic game. I love that shit. I will have absolutely zero slander of Hatoful Boyfriend in this house, okay? It's the soundtrack is fucking bananas. There's one moment where you're talking to like a sparrow and it's just pure heavy metal. It's fucking great. It's just the smallest, most like tiny, fragile little bird, and it's just fucking.
Written down.
What did you say,
For science
Kira?
reasons, and I need the name written down.
What, of the game?
Yeah, for
That's
science
a full
reasons.
boyfriend.
Hatoful Boyfriend, yeah. It's hold
it
on,
down.
I'll type it in.
Jesus Christ, I've
This
started
is
something
purely
now.
for science, chat. I'm doing research.
Yeah,
If I
that's
remember right, that's how it's spelled.
that looks right,
Might be
yeah.
wrong, but if you fling that into Steve or Colonel Sanders, yes, there's a dating sim for tanks, dude. What was the bird dating one? Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Going back into the original topic, I think
But yes.
it's worth you, Cyber, explaining what's happening tomorrow and why it's happening, and going forward with SpecDubs.
Okay, so in spite of the strike going forward, SpecDub has decided to return to voice acting content.
Hey!
As of tomorrow, we will be launching our first episode of the new year of Phoenix Wright dubbed attorney. We'll be making a return.
Way!
The reason for this is a fairly simple one. SpecDub was formed by our fearless leader, Shammers.
He's probably watching. Hey, Sham!
Yeah.
Hi, Jam.
As a way for us to get together and improve as actors and get better and just generally have some fucking fun with it,
We do.
right? And just go a little bit mental with the actual all hail Shammers with the
Oh, hell,
because
Shammers.
Well, Jam.
it's very because at least speaking from I sense unhinged energy, yes. So with
As always.
again speaking purely personally here, when you start acting fairly regularly, it can be easy to fall into a rut and just start doing like pulling from the same bag of tricks, the same voices, the same techniques, the same kind of sense memories with sort of method acting, and just falling into a rhythm. SpecDub was formed to help stop that. But okay, we are going to do something to our knowledge no one else is doing, which is live fan dubbing. Combining our love of theatre with our love of video games and our love of voice acting in general. This was never meant to be a gaming channel. It became that because of the strike.
Yeah.
And while we still respect the strike and we urge you all to go to SagAftra's website and keep up to date with everything that's happening, follow them on social medias. They are available basically every social media site you can think of.
You will also, tomorrow and subsequent episodes until the strike's over, see a disclaimer at the start of every episode saying that we do still fully support them.
Yeah.
Going full Sandler. Not quite. Although, no, in fact, no, actually, yeah, probably. I just remembered how I played That is pretty much it. That is a pitch shift away from an Adam Sandler character. What I will.
Oh, I love Gumshoe though. Jesus.
Gumshoe's a lot of fun, but
yeah, we've
made that decision to return to why this channel was formed.
Yeah.
And to get back to making the content that we put together.
So we all hopefully see it all tomorrow as well. Because it might as well happen. In terms of the SpecDubPod as well, it's worth mentioning, the idea of this first episode is ideally to show videos while we were doing it as well, but never mind, was to just have a couple of important topics. That's not my plan, because without trying to be big-headed, this is sort of my little baby. That's not the plan going forward.
The little baby.
Little baby.
Little baby.
I want you guys in the chat to pop onto Discord. There's a new channel on there that's called... I'm looking for it now, because I put it up a second ago. SpecDubPod Ask a Question. And what the plan is that we will have one serious topic, like, say, SagAftra for our main topic, and then we will be reading out one of your questions that you submit and answering it live on the stream, on the pod. So go on there, like other people's ones, let us know which ones that you guys want us to read out loud.
Yep.
And it should be good.
There we
And
go.
thank you so much, Kira.
I'm not too sure if I can
Pop
do it.
onto that Discord, join,
Hell yeah.
submit your question. It can be anything you want, any sort of
Within
topic.
reason.
If we think it's wrong, we'll delete it. And
Yeah.
don't see that channel on Discord. It is in the
Is it
SpecDub.
available for everybody?
Ah, do you know
So
what?
it
Put
should
it
be
in
in
the wrong one.
SpecDub Studio.
Yeah,
It's in SpecDub Studio.
it needs to move
Videos
to.
chats at the moment. And yeah,
It needs to move to the other one. Do you
To-
know what? I will make sure it does.
to general.
Oh no, it should be fine. It looks
I've
like
moved it.
Calico's
I've
typing
moved
in
it to
so
general
it's
now,
fine.
so there you go. Sorry. Yeah, it's in the general channel. SpecDub, ask a question, and you can submit your question, and we might actually discuss it live on here.
Also, Fortune Spire, welcome to the Discord. We're happy
Welcome,
to have you.
Yeah. Oh, it's his first. It's his first stream as well. I love it. That's the first time
Lovely.
he spoke on it, anyway.
Isn't it lovely?
Oh, I'm proud.
I remember first day in pit. And me and my father just worked an 82-hour shift.
Jesus. But no, we've put the world to rights today. Hopefully, we hate Honey and we hate what they're doing to all the lovely cast members of SagAftra. There you go. That's our will to rights, and also spoken about a load of random crap that was never planned whatsoever.
As always. I mean, come on, suspect us what about. We always go on tangents. Come on.
Too fucking right.
So,
We've gone on tangents when there's been a script.
oh yeah,
Like that's that's a fucking
like
chaos
have-
is the name of the game.
we have
Right.
genuine meetings, serious meetings, and most of it is just us talking shit.
It's just us yapping.
Yeah.
It's literally just us
Oh, yeah.
yapping.
Yeah.
I know tangents. He's me. That comment. Also, my roommate KLM is a part of Y2. Oh fuck, Fortune Spa. Fuck yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna say yes.
I know.
Ben
yeah,
knows
no,
everyone.
I know who. I know who they know. I have played a lot of Sea of Thieves
It seems
with
to be the
not
Sea
with
of
Fortune
Thieves
Spire, but
network.
with what?
Everyone I speak to in the group is just like, oh yeah, play Sea of Thieves with that person. I play Sea of Thieves with that person. I'm like, I know Sham.
We're all a bunch of fucking pirates, mate. That's just it's just how it goes.
I can't play Sea of Thieves because of the ocean. It triggers my thalassophobia. It's not fun.
Oh no, that is fair, yeah. But Pagan Calico asking a fairly important question in chat, which I'll highlight here. Is there a limit to what kind of questions we can ask?
If you start asking things about personal sex lives, obviously we're going to be like, oh Jesus.
Yes. So-
But if you wanted to do something that was so strange, such as if it was legal to murder somebody, who would you murder and why? We could probably talk about it.
Cyber.
Well, there we
Hey,
go.
I was holding back from saying Kira. I was trying to be nice, you little shit.
But I'm willing to have, as long as it's obviously,
What type?
as long as it obviously isn't something
Yeah.
completely
Yeah, of
horrible that's
course,
meant
yeah.
to
So-
offend somebody.
Yeah.
I will give you a benefit of the doubt sometimes. You know, like if you put something up there and we go, "Yeah, that shouldn't be up there," we'll just delete it. If we notice
no,
a pattern,
yeah,
that's going
so-
to be an issue. It's the best way to put it.
PLM would say cyber too. Fuck yeah. But no, yeah. So it's like, wait, what the fuck? Wait, I just said fuck yeah to my own death. Well,
Congratulations.
you know what? Funerals,
Okay.
funerals cheaper than my student loans at this point. So fucking bring it on.
What are you talking about? Student loans are the cheapest thing you will ever have in your life. It's free money, and you never really pay it back. Just saying.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Sincerely, a student. Hi.
Yeah. Previously a student.
Hey.
Why did that? As soon as you said that, I immediately heard it in Dragon Ball. Previously
Previously a student. But no, the reason I'm saying all this is I'm hoping to wind down soon. So quickly,
Fair.
who have we got on the couch? Where can we find you? Go first, whoever fancies it. Put you on the spot.
Sorry.
Kira!
Alright, I'll go first. I'll go first since I'm the one that lost my shit first. Hi, I'm Kira Pug. You can find me over at twitch.tv/KiraZpug. Currently live 2 days a week, Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday at the moment, I'm doing my training arc on Killer on DBD. And on Fridays, I do open lobbies where people from chat can come play with me on DBD. And we can either survive or have a great time. No in between. And And you can find me on YouTube and TikTok under the same name for streamer activities. If you would like to support me otherwise, I do also have a book published. It's called Living Life Frame by Frame, and it's available on all Amazons. You just need to search Living Life Frame by Kira Rosewood. And I do plan to release a poetry book this year too. So
Ben,
if you
do
would
I
like
run downstairs
to...
and get it?
Yes, do it.
If you want
Quick,
to.
quick.
So if you would like to
Run, stage, run!
if you would like to keep up with that, then please feel free to follow me on TikTok under the name of Rosewood Kira for all for activities, and I'll probably start an Instagram for that soon as well, so keep an eye out for that if you'd like to keep up with it.
Nice.
Mine's always the longest whenever we do this, I swear to God. I do too much shit.
Show off.
Kira,
But anyway...
Yes, Cat Nug. Also, hi Cat Nug.
Run, Forrest, run!
I'm
I'm from America, Kira. Big sad.
If you're on about the book as well, it's available on all Amazons though. Like it's literally available on every Amazon.
Oh, I think it was with regards to TikTok that you were plugging.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that. Momentarily.
Is that
Favorite type of cheesecake?
That is going to disappear tomorrow.
Favorite type of cheesecake? Strawberry cheesecake or Oreo cheesecake?
Any answer other than lemon is wrong.
But also, I did say that I'd be creating an Instagram for me all for stuff too. So, you know.
Nice.
I
may have misplaced it.
Yes.
Nah.
Oh no!
But I did buy it.
It's there, I swear.
It is somewhere. I'm like looking around my room now. Like, did I bring it up here?
I promise.
I did. Well, I've sent you a picture of it when I bought it. So.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, man. Honestly, you could probably just pull that up.
Twitch is getting kicked out of it.
right
No,
now,
not Twitch, Catnug. It's TikTok. TikTok is getting
TikTok.
banned.
Sorry, Ben. Have you done your bit?
No, there is lemon as a cheesecake. Yeah, you can get lemon cheesecake. It's fucking great. It's the best. It's the best cheesecake. Objectively, the best cheesecake.
Not when
New
strawberry
York.
exists. Alright, go on.
New York cheesecake.
Listen, I'm a slut for lemons, alright? I'll say it right now.
Ben, where can we find you?
In the fruit aisle, usually. But
I was being a slut for lemons,
like
apparently.
I said, mostly because I am one. But anyway, moving on.
German chocolate cheesecake. Now you're speaking my language.
Oh, hiya, pal. My name is Ben. I am Cyberman_360 on Twitch. I stream Monday through to Wednesday. And I am also on TikTok as Flying Scott, Otsman360, and Instagram at archive_panic. Speaking of which, I also have a fucking podcast called Archive Panic, which I host with my very good friend, Mr. Jacob Russo, in which we talk a wide variety of movies. We are currently just about to launch our episode on Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer as we continue our way through the Marvel movies. Notice how I didn't say MCU. We started with Howard the Duck, and I am forever changed because of that shit. I can equal parts highly recommend it and warn you never to watch it in your fucking life. It's one of those.
Don't forget, it's only the second best podcast. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no, obviously, yeah. It's the second best podcast.
And I'm Everstone
yes.
Evie, and you can see me tomorrow. That's the end of mine.
Yep, yeah, so we will be live tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, for our first episode of 2025 of Phoenix Wright Dubbed Attorney, where we begin the case Turnabout Samurai.
Again.
Yes, we are going back to part one of that shit because it's been a while.
And we may have a new cast member. So...
Some changes.
We'd love you just as much.
Quick question before we wind up. We have had our first question in the SpecDub questions. Do we want to have that first question here, or do we want to save it for the next podcast?
It seems like a fun, quick one. We'll do that quickly, shall we?
Aye.
I haven't got a graphic for it.
Since it's the first proper
and because
question.
I've opened it on Discord, it's closed up everybody else's video. So I'll let
I have disappeared to the void.
We're not starting Phoenix right from scratch. We're starting that.
No, we are starting that case from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So
just from that case.
So just a bit more old bag and salmonella for you.
Right, so this question is from our very own Pagan Calico. And it's a two. So we have three questions in here. Each one is fairly quickly, so we'll go for the first one. A character from a video game you would love to voice outside of the Phoenix Wright franchise. Since Stace is just fucked off, Kira, do you want to kick this one?
I'm trying to think. I think any like yandere kind of character I would love to do because I love doing yandere.
Max from Life is Strange.
Oh, fantastic choice. Oh, Max from Life is Strange is a shout, yeah.
So actually, any character in a Fatal Frame game. I'll put it that way.
Nice.
Because I love Fatal Frame. So.
Nice. I mean, personally, I would love to voice Dracula in a game because I just spent so long playing him in a show. I kind of have Dracula on the brain.
Would you be playing a Dracula or would you be playing the Count from Sesame Street Dracula?
Yes.
I will suck your blood.
Yes. As for an existing character, I mean, I would love to voice Shadow. I would love to voice Shadow the Hedgehog.
Just be edgy as fuck.
Oh yeah.
That would be. I feel like you could have so much fucking fun with that character as well.
Oh my god, Ben, we're getting through the line, Symphony of the Night. Do the line.
Oh, god damn it.
Do the line.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
Can someone right? It's been a long time since I've played Symphony of the Night.
I think they might be my favorite voice line.
Can someone put? I know I have a. Thank you. So I'll do it in my Dracula voice. So,
let's go.
What is a man but a pitiful pile of secrets?
Ooh.
Yes, let's go. My favorite line from Symphony.
It's just and
now I can ruin it. Oh.
Yep. And for those of you that are horror fans, yes, that my voice is just Christopher Lee. So
and now I ruin the line.
Oh, do it.
What is man but pitiful pile of secrets?
So we have the second part of this question now. A character from a comic book that you would love to play, whether live action or voice. I'll kick this off. Personally, live action. I would donate any number of organs to play Jason Todd, the Red Hood. I would love that shit. That would just be because there's so much to do there.
What I'm hearing is the black market's open. Please ask what organs you would like.
Punisher, fuck yeah, Fortune Spire. But no, I would die happy if I got that role. In terms of voicing a character from a comic, I mean, take your fucking pick, man. I'll happily voice any. Like that is.
I don't read comics, but can I say mine from a manga?
I was gonna say a manga for mine.
Yeah, if you can go for manga, yeah, go for it.
Then definitely Call Me from Call Me Can't Communicate, both live action and voicing. I would love to voice Call Me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it is a manga. I'm terrible with knowing the different things. It might just be a visual novel, if you like, but Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim.
That would be a graphic novel.
Graphic novel, there we go.
But yes, yeah. Also, excellent choice, but no! Now that
I've just mentioned Scott Pilgrim.
Okay, if we're going manga, Piccolo.
Yes.
Piccolo
Somehow I saw that coming the moment he said manga.
I would love to voice Piccolo.
Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Specifically in the version where every Namekian that he absorbs is now a voice that he has. Yeah. But and third and final question here: if you had complete control over a game remake, which game would you remake, and how?
I'm looking at my game collection now.
So if one of you guys want to take this, I have one in the cannon.
No, you go. I'm deciding.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, you go because I'm deciding too.
Fantastic. So I'm just gonna run. No, sorry. Oh, no, wait. I mean, I have a box that I can bring through. Shit.
Oh, go.
So I feel like
go get a box.
Okay. The obvious answer for me is actually Simpsons Hit and Run. The reason being, there is room for improvement. To me, if I was to if you remake a perfect game, what's the fucking point? Right? But like a remake of something like Simpsons Hit and Run, where Simpsons Hit and Run was Crazy Taxi with a brand deal. No, that was Simpsons Road Rage, which was released previously, which was their version of Crazy Taxi, and also is one of the only fully 3D games that you can play on the Game Boy Advance.
Also, GNT with Devil May Cry as their choice.
That got honestly, that got remade once, and I've never been the same since. So let's not.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that reboot. We don't talk about it.
Let's fucking talk about it, right?
No.
I'm going to say something that might piss off the pug, or they might agree with me, right? In terms of story and character writing, yes, it is easily the worst of the franchise. In terms of controls, that is the best fucking Devil May Cry game, hands down. The combat is so fluid. Changing weapons is no longer a menu; it's on either of the triggers, and you select.
That's what they did for DMC5 though. It's on the triggers.
Yeah, they copied that from DMC. They took that from Ninja Theory.
Don't ruin my favorite Devil May Cry.
The entire the game is buttery smooth. It runs like a fucking dream on its original console, and the remake even more so. It is fucking great and unfairly hated.
Credit I'll give it is Reboot Virgil is hot. That's the only credit I'm going to give it.
Fair.
Right? That's it.
Outside of the obvious answer, though, there's so many games that I feel like would be really good remade. And I know this.
I would say,
what I'm about to say is,
I'd say Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess. What I'm about to say is a super fucking edgy game.
Right.
But if you could improve the stealth system to bring it up to date with modern era, it would be fucking phenomenal. The original Manhunt on PS2. I feel like a remake of that could be fucking shit hot, with like updated stealth, so it's not just like if you're in the shadow, you're invisible, and if you are in the light, everyone can see you no matter where you are. Like that would be fantastic.
So, I've got like close enough to the game, but I don't have the game itself that I'd like. I think I do on CDs downstairs, but not in this room. But this is the closest thing I've got.
Oh my god,
Red Alert 2. Not 3, Red Alert 2 needs remaking.
When I saw Red Alert 3 and instantly meant, yes, bring back Tim Curry.
Oh, and, yeah. Okay, if you can take the videos from Red Alert 3 and stick them in Red Alert 2, then yes.
Yeah. Spies.
Spice!
Square Enix should never touch a Marvel game again because they messed it up. Oh yeah, fuck that. Legend of Dragoon would be fucking great if they could if Square Enix would actually just acknowledge that exists.
Didn't Square Enix also make like a Mario game, like Mario Sports Mix? Didn't Square Enix have a play in that?
Square Enix Square Enix had a brand deal with Nintendo. They didn't just make Sport Mix. They made all of the Mario sports games that are available on the Nintendo on the DS. Square Enix had a hand. They had a deal. Yes, so they made. They also made Mario RPG for the SNES. Yes, although at that point they were SquareSoft, not Square Enix.
Huh. That one was
It was remade in the Switch. I'll admit I'm not the biggest fan of the new art style. I think it looks a little bit too janky, but honestly, yeah, I think it's fine. It's a fine remake. Again, my thing is like, why remake a game that is already in perfect condition?
Yeah.
Because Red Alert 2's graphics don't really
hold up
anymore.
Resident 4 didn't need a remake. For me personally, it didn't need a remake.
Resident
I prefer the original to the remake any day.
Yeah, games like Resi 4, that didn't need a remake. That just needed a port. And we had a port to modern systems anyway. Oh wait, no, fuck. I've got so many answers for this. Right. Red Dead Redemption deserves a remake because of how much they innovated with Red Dead 2. If they were to bring the hunting system and the core system from Red Dead 2 into that game, as well as update the graphics, maybe rewrite a couple of things so we actually hear about the shit that happened in Red Dead 2, as opposed to just, here's this prequel game where everything is like super duper important, and then you play the game that happens afterwards and no one mentions shit because the characters hadn't been invented yet.
I mean,
But, yeah.
if you ever do a prequel, it should always mention what's going on in the next one.
Well, yeah, that's the
Rivers
yeah.
has a good point too. Remake Resi 3 again.
Yeah, but don't
I
make
agree
it
with
shit.
Pokemon on PlayStation, just get a GameCube.
that. Yeah,
Or-
just get a GameCube or a 3DS.
Get Colosseum.
Yeah.
Or
I thought it'd
XD,
be a
Pokemon
different
XD
question
as
because
well.
there is. Aye.
Yeah, Colosseum XD, same thing. I know
what
they're
if-
two different games, but yeah.
Red Alert remake and merge. Oh yeah, no, you could do the. Oh fuck! Fortune Spire brings up a good point. You could remake them the same way that the Tomb Raider games were, where you have Red Alert 1 through 3.
Well, no, I mean, this is it. This is the weird thing. This actually might be in the works because Command & Conquer
Ooh.
did re-release their first original couple of games, Command & Conquer and Red Alert, and they did remake them. It was mostly fan-made and fan-pushed, weirdly, and the fans are pushing for Tiberian Sun and Red Alert 2 to be remade. And I can't fucking wait, because the remake alone was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It really was.
Fortune Spire saying, "I'm like Cyber. I have so many answers." Yeah, we all have so many answers because we're all fucking
Yeah.
nerds. Every single time. The longer this conversation goes on, eventually we'll have remade the entire of games that we all played as kids, effectively.
But we are starting to get on a bit, and we already had our goodbyes.
Yes.
And
So,
it feels like Ben's got one last thing he wants to say.
oh no, I just suddenly remembered. It's like, yeah, let's actually, rather than getting a remake, release Pokemon Red, Yellow, and Blue on the virtual on the Switch
Yes.
catalog. You
Oh my
fucking
God,
cowards.
yes.
There is a potential chance of a remake
There is,
for that.
there is a potential remake for them that is not Go, because as much as I did like Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, they were. It's not. It's a spin-off. It's not the remake that
No.
those games deserved. I feel like it's a good spin-off, granted, and it's a good jumping-on point for people that at the time had owned Pokemon Go and were like, "What are these main games like?"
What they need
They
to
were
do
good.
is they need
Yeah.
to remake Fire Red and Leaf Green, but add on Hoenn at the end.
Ooh, that's a shout, actually. Yeah.
Thank you. I
That's
will
a
take my
shout.
check. Thank you, Nintendo. I gave you the idea.
Can I also add a thing?
Go on.
Do it open world in the same style as Arceus.
Yes.
Yeah.
But not in the same style as Violet and Scarlet, which were just...
Oh, you
No.
know,
Horrible when
not
they came
Scarlet
out.
and Violet again. No,
Jesus
no, not again.
Christ.
Those right.
Not go through
Okay.
that again.
Can I defend those games?
Oh, no, they're fun
No.
games. They are fun games.
No.
It was just the bugs.
Right. That is exactly what I'm going to point out. It is a game that is running in brutally outdated hardware. If the Switch 2 was in development and Game Freak had the sense to hold the fuck up and release that on the Switch 2, I have every confidence that those games would be fucking phenomenal.
But they needed
And
a
if
new
the-
mainline game in the Switch.
Yeah, they
genre.
did, yeah. They also need... but also, I wouldn't be surprised if those get the... Like, if those games get the Wii U treatment, which is they're just re-released on the Switch 2, but they actually work this time. Same way that Mario Kart 8 was re-released on the but it had a battle mode that worked. Things like that.
I'm just gonna... Rivers, please. No, we need to have a conversation here. Rivers said, I would love a remake of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So it'd just be another remake
Yeah.
of Gold and Silver.
Yeah, no, that's why it's a remake.
I know, but it just irritates me. You're just talking about a remake of a
you
remake.
also said...
Can we get a revision of those games without the steep level
hold on a
level up,
second.
please? That'd be great.
Hold on a fucking second. You wanted a remake of Leaf Green and Fire Red, for fuck's
Oh,
Yeah.
gotta let
he's
this
got a
stand on
point,
here.
yeah.
Okay,
You gotta let-
yeah, but I mean, just because you start in Kanto and go into Johto, that's
Aye.
why. That's why.
And yeah, oh, the wonderful sound of backpedaling there. That is fantastic.
It's true.
I'm just fucking with you, Stace.
It's true. Right.
Pokemon National Tour. Oh shit, that would be cool. But
Yeah,
yeah,
just go
sorry,
through
we are
everywhere.
getting.
Be amazing.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Pokemon World.
this has gone on for another half hour than I expected. So, finally, our last goodbyes. And we will hopefully see you all tomorrow with the return of the first episode of the third trial. It's getting very confusing now.
Right, so to,
The return of the
to
first...
simplify it,
Sorry, go
we
on,
are go-
Simon.
to simplify it, we are going back to Phoenix Wright. We realised that it has been a long fucking time since we did the last case. Therefore, we are starting from the beginning of Turnabout Samurai.
that point.
rather than the beginning of the actual game. So we are starting from the
There we
beginning of
go.
Turnabout Samurai.
Thank you.
Also, Fortune Spire, Pokemon X Monster Star Hunter. That sounds fucking hilarious. I want to beat the shit out of a Rattata.
Isn't that just
fucking great.
Palworld?
Me too.
No, Pal World is where you just enslave them. I want to beat the shit out of them.
Right.
I want to hit a Rattata with a hammer and see what happens.
That's how you play Three Blind Mice. Well, anyway. Anyway, thank you all for joining. We will be back with another SpecDubPod in a couple of weeks' time, because next Saturday is... Well, it's
Help.
you guys that are doing it.
No, we
Okay,
do know,
will
yes.
be-
So,
as far as I'm aware, if it's the right day, we will be playing Resident Evil 5 in some variation, which is yet
Yes,
to be decided by Cyber and I.
yes, we will be returning to Resident Evil 5, either to do the DLC, or to fuck about in mercenaries and just generally be
or fuck around in mercenaries.
Yeah.
One
By
of
the
the
way,
two.
if it helps for the future, guys, you know that server I built up has got a calendar in it?
nice. Oh, KLM says Cyber should VO Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3. I would never. I love that character. I love Neil Newbin as an actor. I would never, like, he fucking nailed that. I could never.
Yeah.
I could not do any. I could not. There's nothing I could offer to that role that he couldn't do better at that instance. He fucking nailed it. It would just be me doing an impression of Neil Newbin.
I feel like we need to do one of these streams and it lasts literally 24 hours. Because we're not leaving.
I could do that. Not now, but I could do it.
No, I'd get too tired. I'm sorry.
No, I'm going to bed. So, thank you all for watching, and we will see you tomorrow with the return of the first episode, which we already did, but we're going back to it, of Phoenix Wright, of the third trial.
Of
Cool.
Turnabout Samurai.
There we go.
We will see you all tomorrow.
Bye.
Thank you very much for watching.
Bye.